And welcome back to another episode of Dakota Goons, guys. Super pumped. As you can tell, my voice is kind of gone.
No.
I'm not. I felt like crap Saturday and this weekend, but I'm actually. I feel really good. I just think this last week and these last couple days of coaching hockey, my voice is just gone.
Being on the ice, the coldness, you're not used to it yet.
So, body's transitioning with that. I'm not moving as much as I did back in the high school, so I'm gonna try my best not to cough, and make this super annoying for you guys. But we're super excited. Before we start, I want to give out a shout out. I hope this gets to him. Carter Sanderson, my guy. We want you on our podcast, dude. That's just the simple way. We want to interview you, dude. We want to talk about just hockey in general, what it's like to grow up in South Dakota on Pierre, and kind of just where you're at right now and where you see yourself in the future.
Yep.
We're Dakota Goons. We're from South Dakota. We want to talk to guys from South Dakota, and we figured you'd be an awesome fit right off the bat. So if you're interested, dude, message us here on YouTube or on TikTok, Instagram. I know we follow you on Instagram, so if that's the best way, I know I'm going to probably tag you in this video. But, yeah, we definitely want to get you on here if that's totally possible.
Yeah, be nice. Different perspective.
Yeah, we want to know. We want to grow the game of South Dakota. If this podcast is going to be mainly that, then we're fine with it.
Yeah.
But we want to show that people from South Dakota can move on to these better leagues and play in the NHL.
Yeah.
So,
it's definitely up there.
We're super excited if you're down with it, man. We want you in there for sure. So, but from there, guys, yeah, for South Dakota hockey, practice, like I said, started last week. Looking pretty good, I guess, for Aberdeen. Guys got to get their feet under them, of course.
Get the summer weight off.
Yep, and they start some preseason games this week just to kind of get that under them as well. And so
they're all home too, right?
All home, yep. So it'll be
nice.
fun. Tight schedule there, but we're super excited for that as a team. So, but yeah, tonight on ESPN is Frozen Frenzy. All 32 teams are playing tonight, and we've been watching that now since 6 o'clock.
Yep.
And
I've been watching the Caps since 5.
Yep. So a lot of good scoring games. Bauer, question for you, I guess. Out of just the games we watch and looking at, who do you think is the scariest team right now?
As of right now, we're watching the Tampa Bay facing off against the Devils. They're looking hot right now, scoring a lot of goals. A little bit of last night, I know Vasilevsky got pulled in the second period, so he wasn't doing too hot. But I think their backup is starting tonight. But he's been solid so far. They've been scoring. Hagel's already got the Hattie. Already got another point on the power play. They've looked great. Other than that, the Rangers would be my other pick. That's the other team up there in the Atlantic or in the the Metropolitan actually, and they've looked again like basically midseason form. Shesterkin obviously in net solid. They're number 1 in the league, and then they've basically the chemistry is still there, even stemming from last year. They look cup ready again, I would say.
Yeah, nope. I think anyone that's watching tonight, Tampa.
Their passing has been crisp.
I think we saw Tampa. It was in the second. They already had 30 shots on net.
Yeah. At the end of the second, already 30 shots on goal.
Like
pucks on net, and they're not like just throwing it at net.
Yeah.
They're scoring chances. Most of them are.
Yeah, with Tampa, they are. I don't think there was a question of are they going to be. I think we knew they were going to be maybe squeezing in. But, man, if they keep playing like this, they're top 3 team.
Yeah.
They're not in that wild card spot. They're up there. And they are very scary right now just looking at – because they are playing the Devils, and the Devils aren't
the Devils are looking great this
year.
Are
a below team. We're thinking they're a top team, and Devils aren't showing that they are a top team right now.
No, they played. They lost overtime. I know I'm Caps. I'll be watch that. But I think it's helped. O'Keefe has brought in a better, more physicality this year, and that they're playing a little bit more grit. They're not getting pushed around or shoved around. They're not taking nothing. Yeah. So that's helped them be more physical, and that I say would help them make a deeper playoff run when it comes time. and they have the offensive capability, obviously, and the players. Nico's been putting up points. Hughes has scored tonight already, and Meyer has been great as well. So they have it all. I think they have all the pieces. It's just Allen has had a soft night. I thought Markstrom would start net tonight, but Allen's kind of let in. He's faced a lot of shots, but
Yeah, no, that team is going to be very scary, especially when we questioned if Stamkos was the right answer to get away. Well, apparently, they were.
You give Sergachev and Stamkos away, and that where you think that their power play might rescind a little bit, but it doesn't look like it. No.
Yeah, we'll just go to Stamkos just for a little bit here before we get into the divisions. But 0-5, they need a win tonight, and they play a tough Boston team.
Yeah.
But it is a must win for Nashville tonight, and we said last week, give them 10 games, but not an 0-5. I think they need to win these next 5 just to get back to 500.
Yeah, I figured they'd at least have 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah, so Nashville, again, they're one of the oldest teams.
Yeah, second oldest in the league.
And I think if they can use their veterans like they need to, like they want to, I think when they start clicking, I think if Stamkos can get a goal and just keep going, I think then they can start clicking a little bit better. But
yeah, there's upsides to them. I mean, they have two of their center, McCarron and Sessions or something. They're both centermans, and they're leading the league in the faceoff wins. And so they can win the draws and they can win the faceoff when they're down on the penalty or on the power play. So you'd think they'd be able to set something up and score more goals. That's like they have so many weapons and they can't buy a goal. It's amazing, actually. It really is.
Yeah.
And then Saros hasn't been playing very well either after getting the big contract. So hopefully he can the next few games, especially tonight.
Yeah. Again, tonight's the biggest big game. They cannot lose this game.
No.
Right. It's a must win.
It's going to be a tough against the gritty Boston
The only
team.
good thing is that they are at home.
Yeah.
That crowd needs to be loud.
Yeah.
And they need to go hard.
Boston's used to that.
That is true. So let's just go through the divisions here. I'm just going right off my phone. First team is the Pacific. I think that's going to be Pacific no matter what because my favorite team is the Kings. So, so they're right there. Again, I am sorry about coughing, guys, and my throat being this bad. But
makes you sound cool, though.
Yeah, I sound like a man finally. But leading the way is the Calgary Flames. They play tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They play. My gosh, they're gonna play a good team, and against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's been pretty hot, so. But yeah, I think
who's in net for Pittsburgh? Do we know?
Oh, I guess I don't know. I didn't check, but so that'll be a good game. But yeah, these Calgary Flames, one OT loss. Mm-hmm. Other than that, they've been a scary team, a team that just surprised people. Hopefully, they can keep going. We don't want to see them start losing games because then it's not going to look so hot. Hopefully, they can be up in the top 4, top 3 at trade deadline, and maybe they want a guy and they can go get somebody. But
yeah, I don't know. They've had stellar play from their rookie goaltender Wolf, and then Glatter because they lost Markstrom. They let Markstrom go in the offseason. And so you're wondering how those two are going to pick up the mantle with him gone. And they've played great. And they've had all-around team effort, and even without Sharon Govich. And so when they get him back from injury, I'm looking to see them keep going and continue this, which is, like I said, it's surprising that we both did not see them being this high.
Yeah,
we did winning this month.
Yeah,
right
we
off the
thought
bat.
maybe we were giving them high hopes because we wanted Walker to do so good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not even playing, but for them right now. But
still impressive.
Yeah, we wanted them to do good, and it's good to see that they are so far. Canes are up there in the second right now. I don't know. They're ups and downs right now. They need to find their consistency. And I think that's going to be with every team, of course. But just looking at them personally, the consistency is not there.
Yeah. They'll learn to close it out the games.
Yep. Darcy Kemper did get hurt. He's on injured reserve.
Yeah.
So that's one big news. So now Canes goaltending is a big question mark. They got David Ritchie. They got Phoenix Copley they brought up. But they have some rookie. They have a rookie, Eric, that could pop up here, and he'd be good. I'm not sure how the waiver things work for him. I think he's got a two-way, so he'd be okay.
Yeah.
But if these two guys don't perform, see that this Eric come up. But Richie did good this last game. He performed very well. And so I'm excited to see them play against the Knights tonight. Of course, I probably won't watch it, but
Late.
since I got to wake up at 5 a.m. But we'll see what happens there. Other than that, yeah, you have Seattle, Vegas, Vancouver's been kicking butt right now.
Finally.
Yeah,
Slow start.
they're a little. They were just a tad slow, but I think they're going up. Same with Edmonton. The Ducks are up here. Sharks are almost the two of the last teams to not win a game. The Sharks and Predators. But again, we weren't seeing Sharks doing much. But yeah, Edmonton's down there at 2 from 4. They're kind of. I'm not saying they're at a must win, but they need to get a good win here
I wouldn't be too
against
worried
Carolina.
about
I think that'd be a good momentum swing for them if they can beat Carolina, which they just dropped the puck there. So that'd be a good one to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say like Edmonton and the Predators, based off of their start of the season, you're as a fan very worried, and even as players and all that, you're worried. But I wouldn't be too worried about them, especially Edmonton now that they've got a couple wins under their belt. They're as long as McDavid can start getting on the goal scoring side, he's dishing it out, and McDavid will do McDavid things. You don't worry about him. But I think they're starting to get back and starting to do pretty good. The other ones would be Canucks. What's impressive or surprising still is that Peterson still hasn't had a goal in over 30 periods. Well, that was as of the other night. I don't know if I don't think he scored yet tonight, but he has still been without a goal since last year, in sometime in March, I think it was. Yeah, no regulation goal. Nothing. So hopefully, and that was right after the big contract extension.
Does have 3 assists.
Yeah,
that's it.
So, but looking to need him. They need him to produce more and find that back in the net, because he's a huge part of that team.
Yep. So yeah, again, going back to Edmonton, and even with Vancouver, a soft Pacific Division. It's not. It's tough. NHL, yes, it's tough, but they can have a little hiccup here, but they can only really have maybe have 2 hiccups, because I think a lot of these teams will have a hiccup and go on some losing streaks, but there's no need to worry, like you were saying. I think take it some time, they'll still make the playoffs, both of them, Edmonton and Vancouver.
Yeah. From what we ranked them at the beginning of the season, basically it looks like our standings are flopped. So yeah. It's been an interesting beginning of the season, but that's how it goes. Just get to see what it's like on paper. The summer, a lot of stuff happens in the summer.
Yep.
And so it depends on how they come back, they bounce back.
Yeah. So now we'll go to the Central, where again, one of the toughest divisions. Central here, you got the Jets that haven't even lost. They're losing right now, 1-0. But man, 5-0 off the regular season right now, and you had a nice statistic about 3 guys,
only 3 forwards, have not had a goal yet. So basically, everybody on that forward who's played, they've all scored already.
And that's a scary statistic.
Yeah,
I mean, it is so scary. They've scored 24 goals, and they've only 8 against.
Yeah, that's unreal. Hellebuck has just been
24 goals, and you're telling me only 3 forwards have not got a point.
Mm-hmm.
And I know those goals have come from defensemen too.
Yep.
And the defensemen are probably still 3-3 maybe.
It's close. It's like 4 or 5, but still, it's like a lot. It's just elite goaltending, and their power play has been amazing. So I think I don't know if they're leading, but they're almost like 30% on the power play.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's just ridiculous what they've been able to do.
But yeah, their Jets super scary.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're kind of underrated. They're not talked about a lot, I feel like.
Not.
You never hear about them, and then all of a sudden you see and you're like, what the? I didn't even know the Jets were like going to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
No one ever says anything. But it's almost like, well, then maybe it's just expected. So there's just 2 ways.
I don't think it's expected. I think they're just not talked about.
No.
You got all these Canadian teams, but they're not one of them that you talk about. And
not really.
And gosh, I guess we will freaking start talking about them because they're freaking scary right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're just as scary as Tampa Bay Lightning are. And it's just freaking crazy. And then go down the line, you got Dallas, who are losing as well tonight, but they're 5-1. Utah plays tonight against the Senators. They're 4-1-1. They're top 5. Top 5 right now have 8 points. Top 5 has 8 points. That's freaking nuts to me.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota destroyed tonight.
Yeah.
That was a game I thought Panthers were gonna do a little bit better, but they
Yeah.
got hammered by Minnesota. Minnesota is another team. Minnesota, I think just Central Division is so quiet, like no one pays too much attention to.
Yeah.
They want to talk about Colorado and Nashville, and even a little bit of Dallas. But man, Central is going to be super tough. Like right now, when I look at it, I can see Chicago be the only team that doesn't really have a chance for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just because
From the start.
just from where they're at.
Yeah.
Every team is super scary. Utah is up there right now, and if they keep playing like they are, yeah, they'll be a playoff team.
Yeah, I think they're
But-
riding high right now, but I'm interested to see how long they can
Yeah.
ride that out because they've started out of the season so hot, and then it's just been electric for them when because they're
Yeah.
basically a new team.
For you,
And
yeah.
and so like the guys they're treating it almost like that. They feel that, so they have it's almost like they're just riding it all out that high.
Yeah.
And I'm just see how far they can go into that. If they can make it all the way in the season doing that or what.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, Minnesota great. St. Louis is winning right now against the Jets, which is a little division rivalry right there.
Yep.
So and Blues win this. They're up there with the Jets at 10 points.
Yep.
So it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, the Wild's the one that's kind of surprised me
Yeah.
for the most part. At least being not losing a regulation game yet.
Yeah,
Because they've had some stellar game,
4-0-2.
stellar
So,
goalie
well,
play.
frick, yeah, Wild are now at 10 points. So now there are 3 teams right now in the Central that have 10 points.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's tough.
The
so
top
far.
the top 4 teams now, top 5 teams, it's the Devils, the Jets, Dallas, and Wild, and then the Rangers. That's crazy. Those are all, and they're all in double digits. So I think that's
Yeah, I mean,
it's scary.
The goalies are scoring too in the division.
Exactly.
Stoffen gets that goal for last week.
Power play too. Gosh,
Yeah.
Get him a freaking 1T. But yeah, again, Central Division, Colorado and Nashville are the big 2 question marks right now.
Colorado's biggest
But-
thing is their goalies. They're
Yeah.
they're almost at a 5 goals per game scored against per game. That's how you can't really win if your 10 are letting in
Yeah.
that much. That's kind of hard to win, even if you're producing.
Yep, right now goals against 29,
Yeah.
goals for 21.
Yeah, it's looking and you have I don't know what the whole thing with Landeskog is going if he's going to return soon. I think he is. I'm not sure. And then you have the one that I talked about who was suspended for last year. He's coming back. He should be reinstated sometime in November. I know he has traveled and he's practicing on his own. I think he is going to rejoin the team because they need his offensive capabilities.
Yeah.
As of right now. So
Yep.
like once he comes back, I can't remember his name. I can't think of it. It's Uskin or something. But either way, they need him to come back healthy and away from whatever it was that he was doing, and to focus on the game. And because they're gonna need him to produce along with McKinnon. And McKinnon is off to a hot start too. As a player as himself, but as a whole as a team, it's been disappointing, I would say.
Yeah, no, Colorado
Really disappointing.
again. I'm not too worried, but I am worried.
I'd be a little worried.
But
All right.
I'm not a little stitious, but I am stitious.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Western Conference. Let's head over to the Eastern Conference here quick. Atlantic, again, Tampa, they're right there in the middle right now, but man, they are looking scary. Senators are right there. I think the big one right now, though, for the Atlantic is Detroit. They're not performing completely great. I think tonight they're not doing too bad. We saw some pretty
Kaner had the goal.
Painter
First goal.
had his first goal of the year. Looks
Yep.
like they're just about the end of the second. But talking about games, sorry, Jets just scored on a power play, so now that Blues and Jets game is 1-1. But yeah, Detroit, I would like to see them coming up. Again, 2 weeks, no big deal. But yeah, you gotta find ways to win games, especially at the beginning of the season, because it tells you a lot. So, right now they can just keep pulling them up, especially in this Atlantic. Again, Atlantic's a tough division.
I think, the Atlantic as a whole has kind of been underperforming to start
Yeah.
off the season.
Yep.
We talked a little bit before, and compared to most of the other divisions who have had, there's been a few teams who have you've seen, only lost one or none games compared to the Atlantic, where everyone's lost 2 or more
Yeah.
so far. And
Yep.
so it's been kind of an underperforming. Ottawa, the big one, they've surprised me. The Allmark trade was, I guess, it was huge for them because he's been solid. I know he's hurt, but it's Forsberg starting tonight. And then the other one would be the Sabres. I don't know what they need to do. I couldn't tell you. On paper, they look great. When they go out and play, it's just nothing clicks.
Yeah.
And then the Ukapukuluka, he's been underperforming, and so is their backup Levy, I think it is. It's I don't know. I would like to see that. I want them to do good because Sabres, it's a big hockey town too.
Yeah.
They love their hockey down over there in New York. So it's a big question mark on what their future will look like.
Yeah, I remember talking about them in our previews. They didn't do as much as I thought they were going to do, and I don't think the coach is a winning coach, and it just kind of shows that. I think I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Buffalo goes not even halfway through the season with a losing record, and that coach is gone. Because it's not right now. It doesn't look too hot.
No, and they gave
extension. They're looking good tonight.
Yeah,
but
yeah, especially against the Stars.
Yeah,
had a hot start. I think it was 2-0.
Maybe they can turn it around right here, right now. But
yeah, that would be nice for them if they could get a win.
So
they're second in the season.
Yeah, they're up right now. Well, they might pull it off. They're in the third with about 2.5 minutes left, and it's 3-1 Sabres. So
there you go.
They could. This could be the time. So that could be a good push for them to.
It's a big confidence boost beating a top team like that.
It is.
Especially for the younger guys. It's like I think in the offseason they kind of just extended. A lot of people they didn't go free agency shopping like some of the other teams.
Young guys, but I think Zucker was the only guy they really got that I was like, okay, that doesn't help you as much.
No.
He's up there in age, but yeah. Anyways, Atlantic Division, underperforming overall, but still very close just because of that underperforming.
Yeah.
Metropolitan. Oh my gosh, not even worse when I can't even talk. But Metropolitan. Yeah, whatever, man.
I'll say it for you. I got you.
My throat hurts after even saying the M. Sorry, JoJo. Okay. This division, not bad. A little bit half and half.
Yeah, really.
I think, to be honest, I know you're a Caps guy.
Mm-hmm.
But that is, we were watching them, and the commentators. I love how they said it. It's a team you can't sleep on.
Nope.
I agree with that. I am a Caps fan, but yeah, don't sleep on the Capitals for sure. They'll be after. Well, they're clicking, but give them some more time. They're gonna click some more. Yeah. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah. I was surprised watching these first 4 games for them, how crisp the passing is compared to the previous years of. Because in the offseason they had so many acquisitions that they got a lot of new guys, so a lot of new faces, guys who've never played with each other before. So you think it'd take a few games, to feel out each other and work out that the kinks, and, build a little bit more chemistry. And so they lose their first game to the Devils, who already played 4 games. That was their 4th game, and so it's kind of like, all right, well, you're already playing a team who's already got their games under their belt. But then after that, they've won 4 straight, or they've won 3 straight, 4 straight, and so now they're 4-1, and they repeated and they beat the Devils the other week, and it's just been they've been scoring. Ovi has got 1 so far, so he's only got 41 goals to get to that record. And they've had Thompson has been great, and that Lindgren has been a little shaky. He played a great game against the Flyers tonight.
Yeah.
A lot of big saves. All around, it's been a huge team effort. And yeah, it just surprised me how much they've actually clicked so far early in the season, being all the new players and new signings who've come in.
Yeah, no, the passing we were watching was very very good.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, even Pittsburgh, I didn't have high hopes. Again, I think goaltending's their issue.
It's Jari. He has let in kind of a lot in such few shots, and I think they had 30, like we were talking about before. They've had 31 goals against, I think, so far, and they've only scored 24. But
exactly right.
They've got 3 wins though, still. So.
Yeah, and Crosby, Malkin are unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Crosby and Malkin are unbelievable, dude. you can't say that enough.
No.
They are crazy good. Malkin wants to just say, yeah, I'm not done.
On back. He's looking like a young Gino, back in the Gino days.
So good. So if they can figure out, if Jari can figure out, hey, I'm the screw up here and I got to kick it in gear, they'll be a good team. They'll sneak in again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, man.
Yeah, maybe because they missed last year.
Yeah. But yeah, right now even Carolina not looking so hot. Again, they're 500, but we'd expect them to be up there already. They shouldn't be like down here. I understand they probably got they don't have the most games. I think this is their 5th game compared to everybody else has 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah, the Carolina hasn't played too much.
So again, 500 is not bad, but we want to see them.
Kind of expected it somewhat with all the moves that they made as well.
Yeah,
a lot of new faces. The same thing.
They gotta figure it out. So no big deal.
Oh.
But yeah, there's a little recap there, quick, kind of quick. That's 30 minutes quick. Anyways, we're gonna get right into the main topic at hand today. I'm gonna
flip my page quick.
Open this up. There we go.
This would be good.
So now you guys can see so we went from 2004 to 2015 of first overall draft picks, and we ranked them who we thought just overall from having Stanley Cups to having a better teams or better times in the season, whatever, but just overall best players from the 04 to the 2015 draft. So we're super excited on that. I don't really know how we're gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna go for it and then just see what Bauer has, and if he agrees with me, great. I think we will agree on the first person, but
maybe you never know. I don't know.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know how this is gonna go.
We'll see.
But I have my picks up here.
Mine are not.
Bauer does not, just because I didn't tell him about this. So, well, at least I didn't tell him I was doing a PowerPoint. I literally did this in 20 minutes, and I said, whatever. Bauer doesn't need to.
I just wrote mine down.
First one for me at number 12, because there's 12 of them here. The worst out of the 04.
Oh yeah, the
15.
First one. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
So you got drafted to the Oilers, which Oilers had so many.
I know.
It's freaking crazy.
I know.
But 2012.
That's why you're like, how the hell did they not win a cup yet?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. But he's just, he's in Russia, right? I think.
I think so. Yeah.
So he's not up there. So that's my number 12. Bauer, is that your number 12?
Yeah. The only memorable thing is that Selly. That was the big Selly when he scored. I can't remember what it was, an overtime goal or something.
Yeah,
I remember seeing it. Yeah, him. Kind of like almost like the Kaner, and Kane scored that overtime goal.
Oh, even
But that was the slide.
Team.
No, I don't know.
I don't even know. I think it might have been.
You think they were making the playoffs, getting on those first round picks?
No, but you never. I don't know. But okay, easy.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
Yeah. I think the next one is probably the same too.
Who do you have?
What's his face? Where's he at? Eric Johnson.
Yeah, Eric.
The defenseman.
That was tough.
Long tenure. I actually had to look it up.
Yes, he's been in the league for a long time.
He's still in the league,
and
he's I can't remember who he's with. The Blue Jackets?
He might be, yeah.
I can't remember. He's hurt. No, I don't know. He's not hurt. No, he's still playing. No, I can't remember. Yeah, I think he's the Blue Jackets. I'm not sure.
Think so.
It was a Kent Johnson that was just hurt.
Yeah.
So that might be the Blue Jackets guy.
So, yeah, I had him up actually. I had him one up higher, but then I realized I know he won a Stanley Cup, but he's been in the league for so long. It's so tough to be like, you're better.
Yeah.
Then
statistically, he's not.
Yeah,
statistically,
and I know he's a defenseman. But overall, he's in number 11. 06 by the Blues. Yeah, and he won in Colorado Stanley Cup. But not for me. Yeah, I think number 11. I think this is where now it's gonna get maybe a little tricky.
I kind of banged him out pretty quick. I was actually I don't know. I didn't have to think about it really. I was like boom, boom, boom. Like
I think my where I have Connor McDavid, that's where you're gonna be like, what? But we'll see. Number 10, who do you got at 10?
Hall.
I got Hall too, baby.
I got Hall there.
I got Hall too. So I think Taylor Hall.
It was a tough choice between him and the next one.
Yep. Is that Ryan Nugent? No.
No, it's not.
Okay, we'll stick with 10 here.
It's not actually.
We'll stick with 10. Yes, Taylor Hall. He's been around. He's been in the playoffs.
Yes,
But
he's been kind of a lot of teams.
he's been on a lot of teams.
He got hurt for a bit.
Yeah, and so he hasn't. Again, I look at like he was at the Oilers.
Yeah.
And he just didn't perform as he should have as a rookie.
No.
He did great in Boston.
Yeah.
I think it's a different. I think he moves up if he gets a Stanley Cup for sure.
Yeah.
But
that I always look at too, like how much they were, like how much did they like account for that cup run? Like
yeah.
Like if they were just
And he did. He was.
No,
good.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if they put up that they produced enough, if their play was good enough to deserving of that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just a healthy scratch throughout the playoffs.
Exactly. So, 10 is Taylor Hall.
Yep.
Number 5. I have
Number 9.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at number 9.
At 9. So I've got Aaron Ekblad.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Ekblad.
The defenseman.
I will say, I believe.
I know. I get it. He got the Stanley Cup.
Yes, that is the only. Yes. So Ryan, I had at 9 because he was, as you can tell, if we go back to 10, Taylor Hall gets drafted in 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hopkins in 11 next year.
Yep.
And so I put him in the same boat. Ryan has been playing with Connor McDavid. He's been really good with them.
He's been with the Oilers since.
Yes. But the only difference I see, yes, he's an offensive player, and he's
yeah.
But the reason why I have Ryan and Aaron flipped is because that Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
He got drafted in 2014.
Yep.
He's been in the league a little bit less.
Mm.
He's been with Florida his whole career.
Yep.
And he's finally won a Stanley Cup. So
Yeah.
that's why I think he was better than Ryan.
I can give you that one, but Hopkins he's produced so damn much.
I know.
He's been solid.
Yes,
been really
and that's
good.
That's the only.
But I know it hasn't done anything really for him. Reward wise.
Aaron was a forward that wasn't producing as much as Ryan.
Yeah,
I would switch it.
Yeah.
But because he's a defense, I expect him to play just tough hockey, and that's what he is. He plays tough hockey.
Yeah, he's a physical guy.
So that's why he's my number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, now I don't even know my number 7.
7, I put Tavares.
Yes. Yep. Exactly who I put too. Now that he said that, he's been in the league long, and now he's a guy. Great. Yes. I just talked about Stanley Cups.
Cup Jason.
But again, I would have put Ryan over Aaron if Aaron was a forward, and if he wasn't like a big producer. But John's a big producer. He's been in the playoffs. And with multiple teams.
He's been a captain.
And yeah, and he should win a cup. He's kind of like a Joe Thornton.
Yeah.
You want him.
He should have
win.
won. He should have been already had
with Toronto,
won.
he should have won.
Yeah.
Or they should have, but they just can't go past the first round.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're Toronto.
No.
But a funny thing with Toronto, I saw this guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, Toronto's never won the first round," and some guy's like, "Dude, Toronto's never won 4 rounds of any playoff because back then when they were winning Stanley Cups, they only had to do 3 rounds." So he's like, the guy's like, "Oh crap, we never gonna win a freaking Stanley Cup, dude." So
not with that attitude, never say never.
So yeah, John at 7, I think, is very respectfully.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because the next one's coming up.
Okay.
They're tough.
This is
so you're
where
6.
I think you're gonna get mad at me. I think you're gonna be upset, but
you put frickin' Kane at 6.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with it.
No, it's not Kane. No, Kane is.
You might. Well, I don't know. It could. Might be.
Who do you think my number 6 is?
You probably got Stamkos.
No.
No. Your 6 might be my 6. Yeah. See, like that's crazy.
I put Connor McDavid at 6.
Not in a million years.
I have to.
No. So you think he's better than McKinnon?
McKinnon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan McKinnon. You think he's better than McKinnon?
With you got to take everything.
No, I know. I get it. Now, last year he should have won the cup.
If you want to take him right now, he's my number 1. Yes. He's
that's because that's kind of what it was hard because I didn't know what we were basing really off of. So like I was
thinking his whole career as of now. And again, he's the last one.
Yeah.
2015.
Because when he retires.
Yes. You put him
Gretzky numbers almost.
If you put him at where John Tavares is at back in 2009, and he says he has no cups, but he's Connor McDavid doing his thing. Yes, he's up there no matter what, a little bit higher.
Yeah.
A couple more years, yes, he's going to be higher. But because, yes, he's, in my opinion, out of his whole career, Nathan McKinnon is better than Connor McDavid because he's got those Stanley Cups. You can tell he can perform. Now, yes, last year was crazy. And, yes, if he would have won that Stanley Cup, he's probably top 3 in this list right now. But I'm telling you, I just can't see him being.
See, the thing is, it's
top
hard for me when
3.
McDavid, like they've talked about, has been the best of the league, and they put
And
him
yes,
above
he
McKinnon
yeah.
as best in the league. So I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, McKinnon's got the cup. We got to remember it's a team thing, so you got to
Yeah.
realize what's around the team, and he has no say in how that goes. So that's not his fault.
Yep, I understand.
And so, but he has done everything. He's been consistent throughout his whole career. McKinnon's going to score more goals. Yeah, but with McDavid on the ice, you're going to get a lot more chances and goals.
Yeah. So I understand. Who was there at number 6? You had McKinnon?
Yeah, I had McKinnon.
So,
yep, that's who I had at 6 is McKinnon.
So I think we flip-flop. My number 5 is Nathan McKinnon.
My number 5 is not McDavid.
Okay. So you have McDavid up higher. That's fine.
Correct.
And again, I gave you my reason. I think McDavid, just if he had a cup, it would be a bigger story. And I understand he's got.
Thing is, he won the Conn Smith, so he won the MVP of that.
I understand.
Without even getting the cup. So that means that's the best player right there.
I understand.
Like, so I'm just like, well.
Hey, I understand. And it was tough for me to put him down there, but just with this list, I have to go with Nathan because Nathan is a big star.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the great IQ of Connor McDavid.
He's fast too
he's
for
quick.
His size.
So
he's
and
a
right
big
now
upper body.
He's almost honestly, he's kind of in that same boat as Connor McDavid's been the whole career in the Oilers.
That's
right
the thing.
now.
When Connor was in, like when he got drafted as a first pick. So like, I mean, I guess all did. Yeah. But that Oilers team, they were on a consistent streak of it.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a good team.
Yeah.
And they still now they finally they've got beginning of the season hasn't been so well, but from last year.
Same with Avalanche.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's my big thing. I think he was just a little bit better than McDavid out of that Stanley Cup, and I understand he's got all these other trophies, but
yeah, my 5
everyone's
is
chasing that Stanley Cup.
Yeah, my 5's Kane.
You have Kaner at 5?
Yep, I got Kane at 5. I do, and it's probably crazy because you're probably thinking, yeah. See, that's my crazy thing is I have Kane at 5. Yeah, I did put him there. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, dude.
Yep.
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
Sir.
We'll talk more about that when I get Kaner because you're gonna be surprised. I think at my Kaner.
I might be, yeah.
That is no way at 5. I'm sorry.
I know, because they had him and Taze in Chicago were unbelievable, and I totally get that. Yeah, but I've got Kane at 5. It's my crazy take of the day.
Who's your 4?
My 4 is Stamkos.
Yep. I have Ovi.
Yeah, no, I don't have him there. I had a bias pick for Ovi, but that's me.
I put Ovi at 4. You have Stamkos. Stamkos is my next. Stamkos is my number 3 guy.
Yeah.
The only reason why is Stamkos has more cups.
Yeah.
And I understand Ovi's got more goals.
Yeah, but that Lightning, I don't like that. Just because that whole cap space thing.
I know. I understand.
That, like that's like a
that.
knock on it. That's an asterisk.
I understand that. But when I'm also looking at the whole thing, I remember at the beginning of the years, Ovi did not play defense.
No.
So,
but Ovi also kind of got screwed in his first couple years because like the lockout this draft year, and then the 2012-2013 season was also like a half year was locked out. So like that, and that's where for like him and Crosby, I have the differences for that.
I agree. I understand that. But yeah, I just think if I had to pick between Steven and Ovi, who I'd want on my team would be Steven because he's an overall good player.
Yeah.
And Ovi's such a good player. Don't get me wrong, he's learned now defense is the way to go.
He's old now though.
Yeah.
Compared to Stamkos.
I understand. Yeah. Yep. But again, I think Ovi, just because he didn't play great defense beginning of the year, that's why it brought me down. But again, yes. You had Alex at probably not even at 3. Excuse me.
Nope.
But
I would have possibly switched, but I've got McJesus at 3.
McDavid at 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And Stevens at 3 for me because the Stanley Cups. Yes, I know Biffy, but again, I don't
see. It's hard for me to do like the cup thing because like I'm just going off the player individual. And like because like the Cups like it's a team.
Well, this whole thing's a team, man. If your team sucks, you're gonna suck.
No, not necessarily, because McDavid's team sucked, but he was great.
For the first couple of years, McDavid sucked.
He was great. He was
good, but
he was better than I know, but he was still better than like what most would be. Like if you put all these other ones on his team, I don't really think they could. Other than Ovi, Ovi was off the gate, scored 30, 40, 50.
A lot
I
of
actually
this
no.
for me-
Ovi's first year, I think he scored 50, over 50
Well, yeah.
goals.
No, dude,
It's unreal.
one of my big things was Stanley Cups because you could chase your whole career trying to chase it, and you may never get it. So
it's hard for me for that, just because the cup, compared to other championship sports, like other sports,
you buy your way. Yeah, I know.
in a way, yeah. Like for the NHL, you
can't do
can't
that.
really do
Playing
that.
NHL right now,
You have to have a team.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just a player. Compared to like the NBA, if you've got like the best player, you're more than like
Yeah.
LeBron. So many years, he was the best player. Whatever you're surrounded by, he's making it to the finals. Not necessarily gonna win it, but he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know, and like to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals is the hardest.
Yeah,
Championship
and
to get
that's
there.
why. So that's another thing. The Stanley Cups with Tampa Bay in those 3 years, they're kind of iffy, but again, they played a lot
Dominant.
of games.
Oh yeah, dominant. They're dominant.
To win even 3 Stanley Cups and not like really take breaks. That to me is crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's a lot of
I
games.
don't expect that.
Possible 24 games extra, added on to 82.
Yeah, so that's why he's up there. Just because 3 Stanley Cups back to back, like that's to me is like holy crap. And to be the leader of that core, that's crazy. My number 2, which your number 2 would probably be Ovi.
Correct.
Yep. My number 2 that you had at 5.
It's Kaner. Patty.
At 5?
Yeah, because the back half of his career has been dog water compared to all the rest who have still up to where they're at.
Man.
And I know injuries are the same, but Crosby went through injuries as well, and he's still doing great.
So now this is why he was my number 2.
If you cut it off, like if we did this 5 years ago, yeah, I'd have him up there.
I understand where you're coming from. But when I looked at Steven, and I'm like, okay, those 3
I mean, at least
Stanley
I have him above Steve Stamkos.
That is true. When I'm thinking of Steven.
Oh, no, I don't. I had Stamkos above him.
I'm thinking, okay, with Steven Stamkos, so 3 Stanley Cups are crazy. Now when I think of Kaner, the 6 years was crazy because
Them
for
in
6
Boston.
years, actually maybe it was 7. I'd have to look back. I don't know what they did before they won the Stanley Cup. They were probably in the playoffs. But it was finals, then it was the Western Conference Finals, finals again, winning it.
Yep.
Western Conference Finals.
The 2010 one, I think.
Finals again and winning it. And it was the 2 that they lost to were the LA Kings.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
And
these guys
so
back and forth. I remember.
That's why, because they went on a
Yeah.
crazy run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Those were crazy runs.
Hell yeah.
And that to me,
They're fun to
those
watch.
6-7 year span, that's why he's number 2 in my book.
Yeah. No,
I think that those 3 Stanley Cups for him were more impressive than Stamkos' 3 cups.
oh yeah, 1,000 times.
That's my big main.
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
main
I get
five.
that. Yeah.
So, that's why he's my number 2. I couldn't.
I wouldn't put him that high, but I should have put him over Stamkos. But it's so close. I don't know.
It is, and yes, his back half is not great,
No.
but he is. He scored tonight. But yeah. I
But
think-
going from what was it? I think it was Chicago to Rangers, then to Detroit, and now Detroit again, and like they're all 1-year deals after.
he's chasing the cup.
Again. Yeah.
But
American-born, I'd probably put him number 1.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
American-born.
number 1. That's why he's my number 2.
Yeah.
Because number 1 is
It's obviously,
easily agreed upon. It has to be.
It hates me to say it as a Cap fan, but I can't.
it's
It's not like
Sidney.
it'd be stupid to not put him there.
Like, I'm so excited for the Olympics. Ovi.
No, but
McDavid?
but it blows the fact that it's so late because because of
I understand.
that stupid
2 years
crap.
ago or 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
4 years ago, we could have had them way better, more so like a little bit out of their prime, but still like 4 years ago, 20 they're not now they're 40 years old
I know.
and they got to play, and it's just like we could have had some just great hockey, but we had to lock out the NHL players for some.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's so stupid.
Are they doing the 4 national thing?
The Four Nations tournament?
Or-
It's this year. Yeah.
So that'll be fun too to watch.
Yeah, because then those guys will be playing on it.
Yeah.
The NHL players will be playing on
So
it.
that will be fun.
So
Okay.
yeah, so you'll get McDavid and Crosby playing together. It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
And then Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, USA is
Well,
great
even
for
Nathan
goalies.
even Nathan McKinnon and Crosby already have a connection.
Mhm.
And then you add frickin' McDavid.
Mhm.
That'd be nuts. But so yeah, from again, he's our number 2 guy
At 05.
at 05,
Mhm.
and he's
right after Ovi.
Yep.
And he was even hurt for those 2 years, a 2-year stint where he lost. He always got like a couple hundred games over him. But if it wasn't for that, Crosby would be surpassing him for points.
Yeah, Sid's such a fun guy to watch, and he's so chill.
Damn fucking good.
So
Hand-eye's
he deserves
insane. He's just accurate as all hell, smarter than all hell. Like he's just
Yeah.
all around player.
Yeah, he deserves
Complete. He's the complete package. There's no nothing. There's no weakness to his game.
He's fun. He's fun. I think you guys know that. He's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just jump right into it. Well, not really jumping into it, but to our good old beer league clip of the week. I'm excited for this one. You just got to keep watching because it just gets better and better and more stupid. So right now,
It almost looks like the OD kind of.
okay,
Or split second.
okay.
In the back there.
Jeez. My gosh. Yeah, okay. I guess I can see it. Anyways, 8-5, good beer league, second period. I don't know if they go to 3. I don't think they do after this.
Probably not.
Maybe they do. But this is so stupid. But okay, I'll get you right into it. It is the funniest thing ever. So yeah, nice little face off.
Face up win.
Little
breakout.
little breakaway. First mistake, you don't throw your stick.
Oh.
Skull scores. Gets his own rebound, scores.
Don't worry about it.
This guy comes in. I love this guy. Comes in, kicks the stick.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy didn't like that. And boom.
Retaliation.
Here we go. Nice little fight. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. If you watch the white helmet guy, right? Watch his white helmet. Gets ripped off. The guy takes it. Then his buddy trips him. Both his helmet comes off. Now, this guy that throws his stick picks up not his helmet, the other guy's helmet. Not the guy's helmet. Picks up his own stick. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Put your helmet on. Didn't see it. Tries to step on it. Are you an idiot or are you an idiot?
Dole the hell out of that blade.
His helmet gets thrown on the ice. But yeah, this guy's like, yeah, my helmet's fine. I'll put it on. And he just done.
Oh, Jesus. Bunch of benders out there.
Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, he's going to go whine and cry in his pillow now.
Dude. So, play by play now. Okay? Yeah, you're down. I'm assuming you're down 8-5. Okay? Whatever. Puck comes. Stop it. If you don't want to play defense, if you don't want to just give him the breakaway, you don't throw your stick.
I mean, I've done that. I've done it in practice as a joke.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on like all before this. If things must have been heated, But
yeah, yeah. If me and him are playing 1-on-1,
yeah,
I'm doing it every time. I don't care. He ain't gonna care. He's gonna think it's funny.
Yep.
But it seems like these guys don't know each other. Doesn't think it's funny.
No.
Does hit the puck.
I mean, I would be kind of pissed if somebody especially how expensive that stick is.
Oh yeah.
If someone tried to
I don't know.
snap
Yeah,
it
I don't know
like
how
that.
much. Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, well, you're gonna get one to the face.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, what's the harm really in throwing the stick like that?
But
granted, if
you're
he
gonna
steps
act,
on it.
But yeah, at first I'm like, that's stupid, but I realize if you're gonna act like a child, then take this like a fucking child too.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, one, awesome rebound control by the goaltender right to the guy and scores. And I love how it's his teammate that comes and frickin' does it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because that other guy obviously didn't care. So, like, the teammate kind of caused all that.
Yep.
For no reason. Just because trying to protect his buddy, I guess. But if your buddy doesn't care, his buddy literally couldn't care less. Like, there was no reaction.
He's like,
he was like, we're done.
15
seconds left, too. It's like, I wonder if they're almost done. Then it's just like, we can go home, and now we got to do all this.
Yeah.
And now there's probably suspensions.
Now the funny thing, I was like, first, like, oh, grabs his helmet, no big deal.
Put it on.
And I'm like, put it on. I'm like, okay, he's not putting it on. Then he does this. I'm like,
yeah,
what are
stupid.
You doing?
This is dumb.
I'm like, are you
just
kidding me? So now this guy goes and he just lines it up like a punt. Boom.
I'd have loved if you'd have just biffed it. Just
I know.
Stepped on it and slipped under. This guy is putting.
Now look at his helmet. Right here. His helmet's over here. This number, I don't know. Got other team, right? His helmet now gets picked up and chopped at. So that's more damaging than a freaking skate. You just literally probably now have a cut on your stick,
Yeah.
and now you have a cut probably on your skate because you're an idiot,
It dulled the hell out of your blade.
and you get kicked out. And they
Yeah.
got another period,
Yeah.
more than likely.
I'm surprised. Why wouldn't you just pick it up and slam it on the ground? You could easily break it by doing that.
I don't.
And then with your stick and then slamming it back down.
Dude, I'm telling it was the stupidest freaking.
Maybe
men's
it's beer league. Too many
Beer
beers.
league. Dude. Yeah, my gosh. So don't throw your stick at men's league, beer league. Don't do that because someone might step on it.
Yeah, and break it. And then they're gonna break your helmet after you break theirs.
But like even like our men's league, like we have guys that we used to play with that are on there.
Yes, we know 'em.
If I did that to them, they wouldn't have cared.
No.
And more than likely, I probably wouldn't have thrown it at the stick or the puck.
Yeah.
But
I would have thrown it right at their legs.
but yeah, that was very dumb. But
Perfect.
But yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Super pumped again. Episode 6. Many more to come.
Yep.
NHL, dude. Again, it's just starting, but it's getting really heated and really exciting.
Yeah.
So stay tuned on our social medias. Again, we're here on YouTube. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Clips will be coming out every day at 10 in the morning and 9 o'clock at night Central Time. So be looking out for those. We, again, are super excited. And hopefully we can get some guests on here coming soon and just grow the game of hockey and grow the game of South Dakota hockey.
Yeah,
so
as a whole.
We, super excited, super thrilled to, again, start this podcast. And hopefully by next week, I don't sound like, I don't even know what I sound like. Not even
great.
a robot, dude. I sound like
You sound great.
I sound Grady is what.
Yeah, Grady.
Gosh.
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah,